I don't know how far behind this thing is. Oh, okay. All right, guys. So I think I'm about to be up. Let's see if it actually works. Uh, all right, guys. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the chat. I hope you guys can see me. Okay, so it said you can see me now. That's good. I have pretty much what you see on my screen right now is my live. So trying to see and make sure this thing is working right. Hopefully you guys can hear me correctly. Oh, let me see. All right, guys. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the chat. Okay. Think you guys can see me. Hey, Mr. Derps. What's up, Ben? Finny, Finny B. What's up? I'm going to this and minimize that. I guess I don't really want to close that. I'm just kind of scared. So what is going on, everybody? Hopefully y'all are having a Daniel Tech for your needs. What's going on, bro? So this is my first time trying to share my screen. Hopefully you guys can see my screen good. And I'm going to be showing you how pretty much my process of how I edit YouTube videos and what I do. Video and audio is great. Stream is fine. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. I don't know how far behind the lag is because when I'm looking at my iPad right now, I just now minimized my stuff and I did that like five sentences ago. So anyway, no, you're not late. I just started. And okay, so guys, welcome to the first Tuesday live stream. And pretty much what I'm going to be doing on the Tuesday live streams is I will be picking a topic or, a tutorial or something like that and bringing you guys a little more value than just us chilling. That's pretty much going to be on Saturday nights like we normally do. You know how we do. But I'm going to be showing you guys how I edit my YouTube videos. A lot of you guys have asked this question. You wanted me to show you my process, pretty much how to condense it into a short live stream, and then I'll have questions and answers, like a Q&A session, I guess, afterwards. But I'll also be looking at the chat for, see if you guys have any questions. So, first of all, I don't know what kind of camera you're using. What I use for is my iPhone XS Max. So right off the bat, I'm recording from my iPhone, and I feel like the iPhone is actually it's a good device. It's a good camera. It's definitely not a DSLR, but if that's what you got, that's what you got. And I actually like it because it works great with the iMac, which is what I'm going to show you. So what's going on, Kevin? How's it going, bro? Thanks for joining the stream. So what I'm just going to start, and I will run through how I do a YouTube video. And I'm not going to make a whole entire YouTube video, but I'm going to show you the processes of like recording the video, transferring the video to your Mac, importing it with Final Cut Pro is what I'm going to use. And let me show you, matter of fact, the software that I'm going to be using real quick, because this software is not free. However, you can use iMovie. iMovie, if you have a Mac, or an iPhone. iMovie is free, and it is pretty much the lower version of Final Cut Pro. So let's see here. Hopefully you guys can see my screen good without having to squint too much. Final Cut Pro. Now, Final Cut Pro, original price, I think is $299, not $2.99. Don't get it twisted. So it actually is quite expensive, but it is quite powerful. It's pretty much the Mac equivalent to, and I'm sorry if my camera's shaking because I'm shaking the table, but it's the Mac equivalent to Adobe Premiere Pro. So if you have a Mac and you want to really get serious with video editing, you can get this program. If not, iMovie. Well, I'm not saying you're not serious, but you know, if you don't have the money to drop, then iMovie is another alternative, and it comes free to your Mac. Also on the iPhone as well, if you want to edit on the iPhone or the iPad, any of your Apple devices, iMovie is the free version. And as you can see, it's like what Final Cut Pro looked like. So that's iMovie. What I use, matter of fact, let me just go with this one step at a time. So first, I am going to, let me see, my voice is breaking up. Sorry, hopefully the audio is looking good. Oh man, audio is not sounding pretty good. Give me just a moment, guys. All right, so it seems like the audio might be cutting out. So I apologize if it is. It's kind of hard for me to tell because this thing is so laggy. Like, it's so far behind. It might be the software that I'm using. How you doing, Savannah? Give me just a moment, guys. So using a new software. All right. Okay, so of course my mom will be calling me right now. But anyway, all right, so I'm going to show you guys what I do. And first I'm going to start with my iPhone. Pretty much what I'm going to do is stop. What I'm going to do is record. Sorry. I'm going to record a video. Actually, I already have my iPhone screen open. So I'm going to record a video. And pretty much, let's see if I can do it sideways. It's not going to be sideways on the screen, but know that I'm recording this video sideways. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I will record this pan. Yeah, it's really messed up. Oh, man. Hold on. Give me just a moment, guys. I guess this thing is just having some issues. So I'm going to turn the volume up on my... And pretty much, let's see if I can do it sideways. It's not going to be sideways on the screen, but... All right, so I don't know. It kind of sounds okay. Can't understand what you're saying. Man. Okay, well, anyway, I guess I'm going to have to just go along with this right now and see. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm not sure what's going on with that. However, I am going to record this video and then I will transfer it to my iMac. So that's pretty much a pan right there. So let me play it. All right. Okay, so there's the pan. And let me do another clip as well. I'm going to do this. All right. So that is that. Now what I'm going to do, sound like a broken robot. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I will go to my phone. And this is how easy it is to transfer to a Mac. Now, if you don't have a Mac, then I guess you're going to have to plug it in and all that stuff, ported, whatever. But with the Mac, you will be able to, let's do the first clip. That first clip is not really long, so I need to record another clip real quick. Just a moment, sorry. Let me record this real quick. Make it a little bit longer. Whatever. All right. So now that I have those, now let's go back to photos. I can delete this clip. And I will go to my clip. Why is it doing that? Okay, I don't know what my phone is doing. I'm just having all kinds of issues today, bruh. Okay, I guess because, all right, anyway, whatever. So, excuse me. So I'm going to use AirDrop. If you guys don't know what AirDrop is, it is a wireless Bluetooth, so wireless transfer between iPhones or any Apple devices. So I'm going to use AirDrop to go ahead and move it over to look how fast that actually transfers. So that's actually a 4K video and it transfers that fast. That is pretty awesome. So, all right, bro, that's all cool, man. It's all good, bro. I'm just sitting here explaining. So I'm going to set over there. Sorry. And there it is in my downloads right here. And I'm also going to send over the other video. All right, that is over. Now, as you see, it says sent already on my iPhone, but I guess it's still sending over here, but go ahead and let that finish. Okay. So now that I have those two, now what I'm going to do, I can close, whoops. I can close out of that. Ben asks, do I know any Android equivalents to AirDrop? No, I do not. I'm not sure. Look that up. Look, we can check it out after I get done with the tutorial, and then I'll do like question and answering and stuff like that. Yeah, your video keeps pausing. I'm sorry if it's doing that. I'm looking at it on my iPad and it doesn't look that bad. So I'm not sure if it's just you, Zaina. I'm not sure. Maybe it's everybody else as well. Let me know in the chat. However, so I went ahead and sent it over to my computer, and I will go ahead and open up Final Cut Pro. So here we are in Final Cut Pro, and as you see, this is my timeline for, okay, I need to do this. This is my timeline for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway that I did. So this is pretty much what a timeline like, and what the timeline is this video area right here. It'll show everything that you're doing, all your soundtracks, all of your video tracks, and so forth. As you can see, you can do layers on the timeline, so you can actually have different layers. So if I want to put my iPhone video over the other video, that's pretty much how I do that. So anyway, what I'm going to do is go to, I'm going to, let's go to March. I always have my stuff pretty organized. So I will do a new project. And I will name this test video for live stream. I'm going to make sure it's in 4K, so forth, 60 frames per second. That's what I recorded in, and that's what I want. Hit OK. Now we have a new timeline. So now, pretty easy, I can go to my downloads folder, and I'll drag the video right into here. Then I'll do that for both of them, actually. Drag those videos. So there we go. I can hit the space bar to play it, you know, just like I'm just previewing it. So now what I'm gonna do is, let me see if I have my intro. I'm gonna look for my intro. I think I have it somewhere in here. Okay, here's my intro. And this is how easy it is to just add clips. So I'm going to just add and drag it in between these two. So that way it can play this one and then play my intro and then come back to this one. So pretty much what I'm going to do now is show you, that's how you import stuff into the timeline. Pretty easy, pretty simple. So what I'm going to show you is to do transitions. So what I would do right over here, you will see this little icon right there, which is transitions. So click that. And I actually have custom transitions that I downloaded offline, so, or online, whatever you want to call it. I downloaded it from the internet. If you want to search that up, you can look up, you know, transitions for Final Cut Pro. I don't think iMovie can do it. I know, of course, Premiere Pro probably could, and you can use Premiere Pro on the Mac as well, but I like Final Cut. It's really all I have exposed with, and iMovie, but I just see that it works pretty good. So anyway, so I can take one of these transitions actually. Now normally when I my videos, I actually just do like a hard cut to my intro like that. I was just a hard cut. And can you maximize the screen? Yes. Hopefully my face is not in the way. Let me make sure. All right. So there we go. All right. So sorry. I'll maximize the screen. That way y'all can a little better. So here we go. Now I can drag. Let's say I want to do a transition after this. Boom. Now, as you saw, I already kind of have a transition a little bit on the edge of that. How it kind of does that right there. Kind of blurs out. So I can look for the blur, which I think is right here, blurs. And that's the Gaussian effect. So I can actually drag that right into here. Now I'm not sure if these clips are long enough. Okay, so there we go. Hit create transition. And so now when I do it, play it through, you'll actually see it kind of how it transitioned right in video with that Gaussian effect. Now, that's how you add transitions. So it's not bad, easy. Now, if I wanted to cut videos, let's say I wanted to cut this or whatever, or remove, say I wanted to stop right there. Boom. I can actually hit the letter B, which would bring up the cut tool. There's another way. Okay, but you can also hit this right here, which will have the select tool, the trim tool, the position, all that kind of stuff. The blade tool is what I'm about to use, but if you just hit B, and it'll show you the different letters you can hit to do that. So I just hit B, and I can actually come right here and cut this. So that will actually make two different clips. As you see, cut it into two different clips. So I can actually delete that if I want to, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to edit and undo because I want to keep that one big thing. So anyway, so I've shown you how to add transitions. That's pretty much how I do that. And now I will show you how I edit the music. I can actually add music into this. Now I use a program to pull music off of YouTube. So from YouTube, Let me minimize that. Let's say I wanted to go to YouTube, and the people that I get my music from is called No Copyright Sounds. They're an awesome channel. I will definitely link them in the description. I go to No Copyright Sounds, and what I do is, okay, gotta, I don't know, GoDaddy. So what I would do, I use an app called ScreenFlow. So ScreenFlow, this is not a free app. However, if you want to strip music, I don't know of an easier way. I don't know of a free way. I don't know. There is a way you can get ScreenFlow for free. You have to crack it, so you have to look up on YouTube how to do that. I can't say I hadn't done it. However, I went ahead and bought the new update because they worked hard on the program, and it seems to work great. So anyway, so this is what I use. It's ScreenFlow. I'm going to go ahead and open that. Now what ScreenFlow will do, I can actually choose to record just my computer audio. So I do that up here. I don't know how to, I don't want to record the Mac. Actually, yeah. So record the computer audio. So pretty much what I do is do this right here. Oh, you know what? I hope that's not messing up my stream. And I pretty much play the video. So you just start from the beginning, play the whole video, let ScreenFlow right here record it, and that's pretty much it. Once I hit stop record, I can stop this. I hit stop, and that will actually record everything. It recorded the audio as well, but I have my sound muted right now. And what's going on, American? ScreenFlow is good. Yes, it is. So I have that, and pretty much what I'll do is just export it. I'm going to export it to my desktop, and I will whatever, just name it ScreenFlow. What I normally do is I will name it whatever this is right here, because what I'm about to do is create an MP3 file or a music file pretty much. So let's save it. It's going to export, and as you see, it doesn't really take very long. Of course, I have an iMac Pro. I don't have to save this because I already did it. So here we go, which is the video that I recorded with ScreenFlow. Now, let me minimize that. Now I use GarageBand. Yes, I do the audio. Just hit create. Let me minimize this a little bit because I'm going to drag that video file that I made right into here. It will play, it'll have the video, but you can exit out of that. And now, as you see, I have the audio track right here. Now, one thing you want to make sure you do is take off this metronome and this little counter right here, because if you don't, when you export your file, it's going to go tick, 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 tick with the metronome in the background. So I will not do that. So let's see. I'm going to share and then hit export song to disk. Pretty simple. And I will again name it that song, and I will hit export. ACC is fine. All these settings are fine. Hit export. It's going to ask me to replace it. So I'm going to hit replace. And there we have it on my desktop. Now I have that audio file. So that actually is a song that of course it's not the whole song, it's just what I've recorded. So now I can go back to Final Cut Pro. You can close out of GarageBand now. I do not have to save it. I can go back to Final Cut Pro and simply drag this into here. Now, because I want it after my intro, I can just drag it right there. Now, whenever I play it, it would actually be playing the sound as well for that song on top of the video. So that's actually how I do my background music. Now, another thing that I do to lower the background noise, because if I put just that background music, it's going to be very loud and it's going to combat with my voice on the video. So if you look right here, you'll see where you can change the dBs, the decibels of this sound. So I'm going to lower it. I normally lower mine to about -25. That's pretty, sometimes you can't get -25, but all right. So -25, that's pretty much a good area to do it, or, you know, that way it's not really loud. It's audible to where people can hear it, but it doesn't combat with your voice where it's just too much noise. So that's that. And also I can add my outro, which I guess I will for this. Matter of fact, what I would do is use this as an example. That was just pretty much so you can see how to lay out the video. But actually, I guess I can do that. I can come over here and copy this, Command C, and I'll go back to my other, where is it at? In March. I'll come here and I will, let's just copy. Oh man, you know what? Shouldn't have done that. I just want to make this clip a little longer. So I just copied and pasted this whole clip. So now, let me come back here. I'm going to copy my little, whatever this is, my little captions. So you can actually add captions by hitting this button up here. Hopefully you can see that. And also you can download, there's default lower thirds, which is pretty much going to add these little things like this. If I wanted it, I can change the title. You know, they have different designs, whatever. So you can do that. There's some that come with Final Cut Pro already, but you can also download some from offline or from the internet. So I have some from the internet that I downloaded that I actually paid for. So I think custom is one of the ones that I use a lot. These have different, you know, different things. They're pretty cool. So, you know, that. So I'm going to take my normal ones that I do. As you can see, I just pasted it right there, and there it is. That's my, you guys know that as my like subscriber. Hey, telling people to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter, whatever. So that's that. Pretty much what I did was I just took this right here and I drug it onto the video. And there's that, and I can come over here and play around with it, change the text right here. Hello. And there we go. And then I can change it to whatever. It edits the text. I can also change the font by clicking this, and I can change it to whatever font I want. I normally use the Hemi Head. It's like my channel font that I normally use all the time. And then I can move it like this by changing the X and Y value of the title position right here. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of small on my screen, so I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that or not. But you just change the X and Y, and that'll put it wherever you want it. So that's that. So that's pretty much how I do my little effects and add that. Now, I'm going to show you one effect that I use a lot, which was the color change effect. that I'll do. Now I know this is a live stream, but will you be keeping this video on your channel? Yes, I will be keeping this video on my channel because this is more like a tutorial kind of live stream kind of deal. So I'm just doing a tutorial live and also trying to look at the chat as well. So anyway, so there is a little thing that I do. Let's say I wanted to, okay, right here. Let's go back a little bit. Right here where the apple starts coming up, I'm going to zoom in by hitting Command and the plus. Command and plus will actually zoom in. As you see, it made that whole timeline stretch, so I can actually get in and edit a little more of this video. So I'm going to use the blade tool, which is, remember this right here? You're going to hit the letter B. That's what I normally do. Just hit B. And it will, I'm going to cut that right there. And let's see, I'm going to boom, boom, boom. I'm going to cut it right there. Cut it right there. Cut it right there. And then cut it right. And what you're seeing is the transition. I don't know why it's doing that, but cut it right there. So let me move this thing. All right, so now that I have those different individual clips created, let's say this is a pretty much, let's say you have a song and it goes like pop, 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 like it's boom, 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 boom. Then I will take that, come over here to this little icon right over here. It's like the second from the left. It'll say show the color inspector. This is where you can do your color grading and stuff like that. So I can take this, go over to the color tab. I can take this and drag it, and it actually changes the color of my video. So let's say I did that. Now saturation, not saturation, exposure. I'm going to raise it up a bit. No, I won't. I'll leave it like it was. So go back to 0. So the color, see, I can change it. So let's just make it green, make that clip green. Then I'll make this clip I'll make this clip. You actually have to put your, sorry, hold on, let me see. Yeah, if I can do it. You have to put your little cursor looking thing or whatever this is within that clip, because if it's not in the clip, you won't be able to see it. So let's do purple. Let's do this one. You don't have to see it, but I like to see it. Purple, let's do yellow. And then on this last clip, I will do red or something. Yeah, let's do red. So there we go. Now when I play this, it's actually going to chop those colors up. You know how I do. Watch. See how I did that? Hopefully you can see that. Boom, boom, boom. It actually chopped those colors up. So that's actually pretty cool. Right when the apple's going through. So that's actually how I do the little color flickering thing that I do on some of my videos. What's going on, JC? How's it going, bro? So yeah, that's that. Let's see, what else is there? There was something else I was going to show you. Okay, so once I get my video made, and pretty much that's really everything I do. I mean, I can add transitions between these clips. I showed you how to do that already. Can add transitions by clicking this right here. And I have different types. If I did that right there, create transition, you can actually make that transition faster by doing that. So, you know, that might have been choppy because the way Final Cut Pro works is it will actually render. Probably couldn't see it, it did it pretty fast, but it would actually render the video first before you actually play it. That way it runs smoothly. So Let's do that. Let's try it again. Boom. And you saw that transition. So here we go. Boom. And then boom, 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 boom. There you go. So that's actually how I do my sick little edits. And a lot of it is when I'm recording. You see how I'm panning across with my phone and stuff. That's how I do a lot of the, pan shots and everything. So that's that. So let me minimize this. Now I'm going to show you how I do once my video is uploaded, which not that either. Oh my gosh. 1 second. So once my video is edited, why do I keep going right here? Where's Final Cut Pro? Let's do that. So I'm going to share it, and that is where I can upload it right to YouTube. So once you put you'll add destination, put your YouTube account in, whatever, and you can upload it straight to YouTube from here. Or you can do the master file and actually make a video file out of it. So that's up to you. And then you can upload it through Chrome, whatever. So that is pretty much that. That's how I do the actual video part. Once the video part is done, now you have to make the, bro, I'm gonna have to go, it's getting late. All right, Ben, have a good night, bro. Now you're gonna have to, what time is it? Oh my gosh, it's been 40 minutes. I was trying to make this under 30 minutes, wow. Okay, so, man, how in the world? Anyway, now I'm gonna show you what I use to create my thumbnails. So I use an application called Pixelmator. Again, Pixelmator is not free, but I think it's like $13 or something. But you can use GIMP. I think there's GIMP you can use. It's free. GIMP right here. That's a good application that is free, and it pretty much, as far as I know, works the same as everything else. It's just the UI would be different. However, download you a photo editor, and I'm going to open up my Pixelmator. Now, let's see. Pretty much, I'm going to just do a new document. Okay, so let's just say this is my thumbnail. Let's make this a little bigger. Say this is my thumbnail. I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so now over here you have your layers, which are pretty much, let's say you have a Pixelmator is free on Android. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm going to end the stream soon. I'm trying to get done by 8. I'm just going to run through. So try to get done by like 7:50, and then give y'all a little bit of time to ask some questions if you have any questions, if there's even anybody left. So pretty much, let's say I have an image. I can come here and let's look up, let's say mountains. Or actually, let's do iMac Pro. Wow. So iMac Pro. Images. And I will, come on. I hate when this does that. I don't know why it does that. It's thinking, I don't know what's making my, oh my gosh. I cannot stand when it does that. When I type in to search for Google, it goes to Bing for some reason, even after I've already changed it to Google. What? See? Okay, sorry. Let's use Safari. iMac Pro. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. iMac, because we want large files, not these little whatever. So this is a pretty cool one right here. I'm gonna click it, drag it out, and I will go back to Pixelmator and drag it in here. So there we have it. Boom. Now we have our iMac Pro background. I can delete this layer right here if I don't want it. and then I will add some text. Of course, it's going to look a little, I have it zoomed in right now, so it looks a little whatever. So I'm going to do, let's say iMac Pro. iMac Pro. Let's just do iMac Pro. Anyway, so I can put whatever text I want right here and make my thumbnail. Pretty much, there's a lot of things. I can't really get into a tutorial on how to really make this and how to use Pixelmator or whatever. But that's pretty much how you do it. Then you just share it, export it as a JPEG. You can do PNG, but most of the time PNG, the files come out a little too big for YouTube to accept. So let's just do that to the desktop. And there we have our thumbnail. So that's how you just edit the video, upload your thumbnail, and there you go. So anyway, that is pretty much the process from start to finish. I showed you how I record the video with my phone, how I transfer the video to my computer, how I edit the video, how I add music to the video, how to add transitions. I also showed you how to cut the video and change the colors on it, stuff like that. And you can play with it, play with Final Cut Pro more. I don't think you can do all that stuff with iMovie. So this is if you're going to be serious about, you know, really editing some video and you want to drop the money on Final Cut Pro, you can try to look for it for free, which there are ways on YouTube to get it for free. Anyway, so did that, show you how to change the colors. I showed you what program I use to make my thumbnails and how I make the text and everything and drag the images, whatever. So that's pretty much it. So I don't know if there's anybody here. I don't know if JC is still here. So I think everybody kind of dipped out. So which is all cool. Maybe you can go back to this video and look at it because it's more of a tutorial, not really chilling like normal. So I know it's probably a little more boring to watch unless you're actually needing this information. So if there's any questions, JC, I don't know if you have any questions. Let's see if anyone is here. Any questions? Pretty much probably what I'll do is probably ask questions or get like a poll of questions before the live stream, just in case nobody's in here when it's done. And then I'll answer the questions on the live stream, you know, at the end of the video. So hopefully you guys learn, even if you're watching this on the replay, whatever. Hopefully you learn, you know, at least some tips on maybe ScreenFlow helps you get music off of YouTube. And if there's any free, if you know of any free stuff, put it in the comments below. Like I said, GIMP, I think, is free. Let me look up on Safari because I don't know why I know where my Chrome keeps doing that. Let's do on AirDrop. Apple's AirDrop might finally get some competition from Google. Files go. So I don't know if there is an equivalent right now. Recently shared, It'd be nice, one of the classes professor. Okay, so I don't know if they actually have one yet. So you'll probably have to just use, like, I guess email. I don't know if email will fit if you're going to do a 4K video. You're probably going to have to plug your phone up to your Mac and so forth and just do it that way. So anyway, hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I always reply to the comments, every comment. So definitely leave a comment below. Give this video a like. Subscribe to my channel so you can learn how to Apple without the E. And I'm probably going to get a little more in-depth with Final Cut Pro. I can delete this. Get more in-depth with Final Cut Pro as well as iMovie if you guys want me to do iMovie, because that's doesn't cost money. So I just wanted to give you how I edit my videos. So hopefully that answers your questions as far as you want to know. And I will go ahead and close out the live stream now because I don't see any questions. I don't even know if anybody's here right now. It says 2 watching, but I guess y'all don't have any questions. So thanks for joining. Catch me on Instagram or wherever, and you know the deal. Stay tuned so you can learn how to Apple without the E. Now I got to figure out how to stop this stream. Okay. Laters.